Unresolved Problem segment tonight, being conservative in the media. 24-year-old Tomi Lahren, who works at The Blaze, has been appearing on some far-left programs.
I've never looked down on someone because of their skin color. To me, true diversity is diversity of thought, not diversity of color. I don't see color. I go after Hillary Clinton and she's white as they come.
You don't see color. So what do you do at the traffic lights?
Well, that was stupid. Ms. Lahren joins us now from Dallas. So how did you, first of all, how did you hook up with Glenn Beck's The Blaze?
Well, Bill, I went viral a while back, and I think it caught the attention of Mr. Glenn Beck and The Blaze, and we got a great network here, got a lot of diverse voices, as you well know, and he saw me and he thought I had a little bit of potential and a little bit of fire, so here I am. All
right, so you were at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, right? And,
yes, sir.
And while you were there, you were doing political commentary on the internet?
I was doing a roundtable show for UNLV TV called The Scramble, and I hosted it and produced that as well. So I started at a very young age. I got my first talk show when I was 21 years old. That was out of San Diego, another independent network called One American News. I wanted an internship after The Blaze denied my internship, actually, Bill. And then here, about a year and a half later, I ended up right here at The Blaze, and now they have to pay me.
So it's all internet driven. When I was coming up and I was your age, I was at Boston University, and then I went to Scranton, Pennsylvania, worked at a regular television station, and then moved up to Dallas and to Denver and back to New York. You went immediately to the net, did commentary. You're not a reporter. You're a commentator, correct? Conservative commentator.
Right, and I've used the internet to my advantage because I feel that you can reach out directly to your viewers there. You know, the mainstream media doesn't necessarily foster conservative voices and give it a platform like it deserves outside of Fox News and The Blaze. So sometimes you got to go directly online, and that's what I've been able to do. And, you know, they love me or they hate me, they're watching me.
Now, how did you become a conservative? You're from South Dakota. That's a conservative state. Were you raised in a family of conservatives?
A family of conservatives, but more so than that, just a family of hardworking Americans. I grew up knowing that if I wanted to achieve something in life, I was going to have to do it myself. I was going to have to pull myself up by my bootstraps and go get it. And that, to me, lends itself to the conservative worldview and school of thought. So it's more hardworking than just growing up in a red state.
How old were you when you started to formulate a political opinion?
I don't know. When did I start talking? I guess that would be the answer. You were
always political? Your parents political people? Always in that milieu?
My parents are conservatives, but not necessarily political. I like the art of debate. I like the art of conversation. And I also like to pick apart the mainstream media because I think that in large part they cater to the coasts. And there's a large section of middle America that is ignored. And we have viewpoints and opinions and voices as well, as evidenced by this presidential election. And they're just starting to hear the silent majority get a little louder.
Why do you think so many people your age are on the left?
Well, first of all, they go to liberal institutions, as we've seen time and time again. That's where the indoctrination begins. It really doesn't matter what you experienced in childhood, whether your parents are liberal or conservative. You go to a public university and you're going to be indoctrinated one way or the other. I went to UNLV. I witnessed that. I experienced that. So a lot of people, you know, they take that narrative that the left feeds us as well, that conservatives and Republicans are bigoted, they're cold-hearted, they're racist, and so they want nothing to do with this party or this worldview. But that's because the liberals have controlled the narrative.
All right, so you believe that the younger generation, when they get to college, are kind of brainwashed. I don't know why they would accept that, though. You know, look, when I went to college, it was the Vietnam era. There were a lot of lefties there. They were trying to brainwash me. We just say, hey, look, you know, at least I did. I'm going to think for myself. Finally, you go on with this guy, Trevor Noah. You know, this is The Daily Show. He took over for Jon Stewart. I was, you know, a guest on Stewart's program on a number of occasions. You know that Noah is going to try to mock you, and his audience is there